All in, he said. I could sense them in the distance. The rattle of the ball, the snap of the cards, a whisper of romance, a laugh. Some were serious, some were excited. But it was an easy call.
Kia ora, Canterbury, and welcome to Canterbury Live on Thursday, the 30th October. Can you believe it? It's the end of the month tomorrow. It's gone so quickly. It is a gorgeous day out there in Canterbury, isn't it? I hope it's much more of that to come. Well, tomorrow, very exciting because we have the two lead actors and the director of Deadlands for this wonderful, epic movie.
Ko whenua apahau. E pera hoki tātou. Ha ha te whenua.
It's more exciting, isn't it? That is the Deadlands, and we have some complimentary passes to give away to this wonderful movie. Simply call through to Marianne on 03 3777 033 or go to our Facebook page. Make sure you like us, leave your details, and you could get your hands on one of those tickets. And remember that we have the director and lead actors in the studio tomorrow. Another wonderful event coming up. It is the World in Art and Soul event, and it happens this Saturday. I think we've got a nice, yeah, there we are, there's a nice wee image about that. So that's happening at the Linfield Cultural Recreational Sports Club, say that 3 times, 56 Kearneys Road in Linwood, and there is bar and food available and live music, so please support this wonderful event. Well, coming up on today's show, we catch up with our spiritual advisor, Phyllis Brown, and we're talking about theatre healing. We have a wonderful performance from Miss Purple from the Empire Show. She is just divine. And Nicola Freya and students from Hilmilton School teach us another wonderful healthy option for your whānau. But first up, I have 2 wonderful guests. One gorgeous little man, and he's Fletcher, and of course Petronella from the Blind Foundation. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Look at Fletcher, isn't he just, look, he's standing there at attention. He's just quite lovely, isn't he?
He is, he loves the attention.
Don't we all? Petronella, big week coming up for you. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, we've got our Blind Week collection on a Friday and a Saturday. So we've got collectors out in the malls and at shopping centres around the Canterbury region. Everybody will be wearing bright orange, so either bright orange t-shirts like I'm wearing or bright orange vests. And we'd love people to dig deep into their pockets because the Blind Foundation doesn't get much government funding. It has to raise millions of dollars each year to be able to support our clients.
Yeah, exactly. And apart from the donations, you can actually, apart from the collection, you can actually text as well, can't you?
You can, yes. You can text BLIND on 2447 and that will give $3 automatically to the Blind Foundation.
So what is happening for Blind Week in general? Apart from obviously we want to give lots and lots of money for the foundation, what events will be happening?
Mainly the collection, that's the big event, and people just being out there in the community and doing things.
Are you finding that people, we used to hear a lot about the Blind Foundation, especially when they have the gorgeous, the guide dogs like you have like Fletcher. Do you feel we're being educated enough about the services that the foundation offers?
I don't think there is ever enough education. I think, you know, we're out there, but people just don't understand what it is like to lose your eyesight, and then how possible it is to continue a ordinary life, being able to do everything that a sighted person would do without the support of the Blind Foundation.
Yeah, and also the talking books are a wonderful service, aren't they?
Oh, they're a magnificent service. We now we're up with the modern technology, and so our clients have what is called a daisy player, so it's like a CD player. And in Auckland there is a library, and we've also got recording studios. So we have people up there that record magazines onto CDs and also record books onto CDs, and these are distributed to the members. Now, members can choose, just like a library can choose what books they would like, and they have a huge selection of books in Auckland that they're able to burn onto CDs and send them to the members so they're able to read. And
it's important, isn't it? I mean, it's such a luxury and a wonderful thing, reading.
Oh, reading's magnificent, you know, I mean, it's the way to learn, and these days we've got so many magazines that we're able to listen to on CDs, so we're able to keep in touch with what's happening everywhere.
Petronella, your story, when did you actually lose your sight? Was it from birth?
No, I was diagnosed about 18 years ago with an eye disease called retinitis pigmentosa, and then just gradually over the years it slowly took away my eyesight, and now I have no vision left at all.
So you can remember what it was like to see then?
Yes, very much so. Yes, yes, can remember everything.
Putting it out there, this is quite a putting on the spot question. Do you think it would be easier to lose or never have your sight than lose your sight?
Personally, for me, I think, I mean, I'm grateful that I have had sight. I don't know the answer to that question because I think it's an individual thing, but I know I've been very lucky. I have had sight for probably about 45, 50 years because my eyesight loss was very gradual. And having that privilege of being able to see everything and know what colours look like, know what things look like, I think has been a huge benefit to me. And then when I joined the Blind Foundation, just the support they have given me to be able to be very independent, being able to continue my life just as a sighted person would do. I mean, the only thing a blind person can't do really is drive a car, but the rest of the time, I mean, they can use computers, they can get employment, they can, you know, walk around the streets, whether it be with a guide dog or whether it be using a white cane.
Exactly, and you've got a gorgeous driver being Kevin, haven't you?
That's right.
I was talking before. So just a reminder to everyone, yes, it is the Blind Appeal Week. If you see these wonderful bright orange t-shirts, you can't avoid them, so no dodging to your left or your right. They are there. Just simply dig into your pockets or text and leave a donation. All the best to you. And thanks for bringing Fletcher in. He's just too beautiful and so well behaved.
Thank you very much.
Stay with us after the break. We catch up with our spiritual advisor, Phyllis Brown.
Europe in concert. A new, fantastic international artist performing every week. Saturday evening at 7 p.m, right here on CTV.
The world really is your oyster with Farm to Farm tours. Discover some of the world's best farming, scenery and cultural experiences. We work closely with trusted international colleagues in more than 30 countries to customise great trips for people just like you. For a hassle-free trip, call the friendly team at Farm to Farm Tours now or visit our website.
Located at the foot of the Port Hills, Berrymead Golf offers a spectacular location for any occasion. Make a dream wedding a reality with private use of our green function room, outdoor garden courtyard, large marquee and stunning gazebo. Or for your next conference, enjoy the relaxed atmosphere of Berrymead Golf, offering a private, spacious conference room with special deals to make any break a true break. All with customised catering from the Wow Cafe. Berrymead Golf, 50 Berrymead Park Drive, right next to the Berrymead Heritage Park.
Undergone home renovations? Looking for that special something to complete a room? Look no further than the Hitching Post. Their extensive range ensures you can find that special something. From plasma cut metalwork to candles, artwork, weather vanes, or even a customised gate. So come on down to the hitching post, 722 Marshland Road.
Avoid the monkeys when it comes to relocating. Trust A1 Movers, a family business since 1993 that guarantees a professional job every time. We carefully handle and wrap your valued items, ensuring they have a safe journey. Secure storage and insurance options are also available.
A1 Movers, the careful, caring, moving company. Oi!
Join Graham Sinclair and the team at Gone Fishing as they bring you great stories, fishing tips and beautiful scenery. Gone Fishing, Friday night at 8:30, right here on CTV.
Wow, do you have emotions that are a little bit stuck? And I mean that quite vividly. Then Phyllis Brown could definitely have the solution for you. Hi, Phyllis.
Hello there.
2 weeks go so quickly. Theatre healing.
Yes, yes, theatre healing. It's a wonderful technique that was brought forward by Anna Steibel in America when she was diagnosed with cancer, and it was all that dredged up all these emotions. And she did some self-healing work, and she developed this technique where we go to that theta brainwave. So our brain goes into lots of different states of consciousness or awareness. So there's alpha, delta, beta and theta. And theta is just that level of conscious awareness that's just before we go on to sleep. So it's that meditative space. And what she found was that when she went into theta meditation, along with, you know, a prayer to the universe, soul, God or creator, that miracles happened for her. And she would ask to be released of the baggage, the suitcases that we drag along, filled up with all our too hard basket stuff. And then she's developed this amazing healing technique, which there are all different levels of theta healing. So I myself, I'm a basic and advanced theta healer, but you know, there's people out there that can do all sorts of different teachings in the theta umbrella, under the theta umbrella.
So who's a perfect candidate for some theatre healing?
Anyone and everyone. Anyone and everyone. If you've come to that point in your life where, you know, you're going round and round in circles, just old emotions just keep bubbling up to the surface and you think, oh, I thought I dealt with that situation, then what theta session does is that we find the absolute core, the bottom level belief, because we can wriggle and we can give excuses and we do all sorts of things, but we need to get right down to that very bottom belief system. And it could be something like feeling unworthy, or you feel like you're nothing. And these are, you know, that might sound a bit bizarre, but if you've say if you've been bullied all your life, then maybe the bottom belief is that you do feel like nothing. You may not necessarily have an understanding of that, but in theta, that's what we do. We call that digging work. And I've just been on a 2-day course myself, which is why I thought I'd bring it here. And in doing the digging work, it can become quite emotional, because you can see people wriggling around when you keep asking, no, so let's go deeper, let's go deeper. Once you get that core belief, then bang, you can release that aspect and put in something more positive. Always replace the old beliefs with something a little bit more self-sustaining and positive.
So you've just finished another one of those?
I've just finished Manifesting in Abundance. So Andrea, I've just bought my lotto ticket. I'm going out there with a whole new image of, well, what are the feelings of abundance, and what were my levels or blocks to abundance? It's not necessarily financial abundance, but it's an overall feeling of everything is okay, that I am in control of, you know, my life or my financial situation. Obviously, there's lots of financial stuff in there as well. You know, we're having a giggle there, but I have actually bought my lotto ticket in hoping to bring in abundance. But abundance can come from all different sorts of things. So a little gift here and there. Someone took me for a coffee today, and that's a level of abundance. And you know, that's a real joy to behold.
Is a lot of that by giving back, though?
what goes around comes around, definitely. So the law of cause and effect definitely has something to play with our, you know, in our thoughts and our day-to-day actions. So, you know, when we're in that positive frame of mind, then you get positivity back. But if you start the day in a little bit of, you know, the black cloud syndrome, then you'll attract other people of similar experience. Oh, I'm having a bad, oh, you having a bad day? But, you know, so you want to sort of get into a space of thinking and creating an abundant or a better lifestyle for yourself. And with theatre, we can just break the old habits and things that we've learned from our parents. So again, you know, in a visual perspective, we're learning from our parents, our grandparents. There might be belief systems where, you know, in the UK, especially, you know, if you're born and raised in a council house, you've got to live in a council house. You would never move into buying your own home. Whereas over here in New Zealand, it's like, well, why are you not buying your own house? You should have your own house.
Yeah, that's right.
You have a very different attitude, you know. So there's things that we're brought up with that we then inherit. We take that as our own belief system, and that can hold us back. So theta chips away at the core belief system, the genetic beliefs and the historic beliefs, and that could be historic as past lives. So any past life belief system, we worked on past lives a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So if we've had a past life where we've maybe been persecuted or lived a life of poverty, then we may not feel that we can, you know, push ourselves beyond those boundaries and live a life of abundance.
Thanks, Phyllis. And if you would feel that you are in need of some theatre healing, Phyllis Brown is definitely a lady that can put you in contact with. It's wonderful. A little word for the weekend, advice?
Oh, I think just be careful of your thoughts. Your thoughts are hugely powerful and they do create the reality that you live.
There we are. After the break, we're taking it down a step and we are with Miss Purple.
Let's face it, everyone has an agenda. And guess what? So do I. Every week, I'll pick 3 stories that grab my attention.
Agenda with me, Brent Goff.
Are you having trouble with your old mower or just have too much grass? At Mead Mowers and Chainsaws, with our wide range of Husqvarna mowers, no job is too big or too small. We stock rotary, ride-on, zero turn, out front articulated riders, and robotic order mowers. We have the Husqvarna mower for you. Call in and visit Gavin or Peter at Mead Mowers and Chainsaws.
My son's helped me greatly with my independence now that I've got more mobility.
Mum, I've been looking into stand assist chairs from More Mobility. They recline back with a footrest, then when you want to get out of them, they stand you up. You can even sleep on them. More Mobility can bring one out for a free trial. There's even electric beds too. What do you think? For more range and more expert advice, see More Mobility, corner Clarence and Princess Streets off Blenheim Road.
What a difference More Mobility makes.
Welcome to Caltex Redwood. We're a family-owned business proudly supporting our local community. We're open 24/7 for fuel and shop goods, and we have an amazing team of people ready to help you. Save at least 6 cents per litre using AA Smart Fuel cards. We also offer great value on our LPG bottle fills. We have a full workshop and Bridgestone Tyre Centre. Our mechanics and tyre technicians will get your car sorted. Caltex Redwood. We're just down from St Bede's on Main North Road. Caltex Redwood. What drives you?
Kids television is right here on CTV. With an exciting range of kids programming, join in on all the fun, Saturdays 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. right here on CTV.
Well, by popular demand, we're actually replaying a performance we had from the beautiful Miss Purple from a couple of days ago. Of course, Empire in here, tempting us with all those wonderful acts that are available, and they're all at Horncastle Arena. If it's one concert you go to, this has to be it. Miss Purple, take it away.
They sentenced me to 20 years of boredom for trying to change the system from within. I'm coming now, I'm coming to reward them. First we take Manhattan, then we take Berlin. I'm guided by a signal from the heavens. I'm guided by this birthmark on my skin. I'm guided by the beauty of our weapons. First we take Manhattan, then we take Berlin. I'd really like to live beside you, baby. I love your body and your spirit and your clothes. But you see that line there moving through the station? Well, I told you, I told you, I told you I was one of those. Well, I don't like your fashion business, mister. And I don't like those pills that keep you thin. And I don't like what happened to my sister. First, we take Manhattan, then we take Berlin. Take Berlin, oh, then we take Berlin. Then we take Berlin.
Wasn't she simply sensational? And you can see Miss Purple in all her glory at Horncastle Arena on the beautiful Spiegel tent for Empire, which is a wonderful, wonderful show. And of course, they've extended their season out to November 16th. Well, coming up now, we have Nicola Freya with the community, cooking the community meals for the schools, and we have Hill Morton, and they're cooking thyme mince and vegetables on rice. So it could be the inspiration to cook something yummy for your dinner tonight. Now, coming up on today's show, as promised, we have The Dead Lands, their director and their two leads, this wonderful epic movie that is all subtitled. It is in all te reo, so we're really looking forward to having them here in the studio. And as well as that, Christchurch Casino, we are behind the scenes again. Tomorrow is talking about their support for the community. So we find about all those organisations that benefit from the wealth and the extent of the Christchurch Casino. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful evening, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
I'm Nicola from the CDHB, and we are cooking healthy meals with school students that they would cook at home and serve to their own families. So today I have Sydney and Hannah, and they're from Casebrook Intermediate, and they have got a delicious recipe for us. What have you guys decided to cook today?
We've cooked a chicken stir fry.
Yep. So Sydney, I believe you've got some really interesting ways that you've been cutting up your vegetables. So do you want to show us your claw hold that you're doing on the pepper?
Yeah, so you get your hand and you put your fingers like that.
Yeah.
And then...
Excellent. So it's like a claw, and I guess it stops you that danger of actually cutting your fingers. So do you want to pop your carrot into that and show us how that works?
You put your carrot here.
So you just poke that on the end there, yeah. And I see you've got some in your jar there already. It looks like a whole lot of little curls, like a spiral almost. Really different way to cut. That is really interesting. So we're just going to leave you to finish those carrots off. And so Hannah, what have you got here? It looks like you've been marinating this chicken. What have you got in that marinade there?
Yeah, we've got soy sauce, oyster sauce, garlic, crushed garlic and crushed ginger and honey.
And honey?
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder it smells so beautiful. And so you've been marinating that overnight?
Yeah, or you can marinate. You marinate like overnight or for 15 minutes.
Great. So how's that going, draining that out?
Good.
Excellent. Got that chicken ready. And I see you've cut the chicken up nice and thin, so that's really good for nice, quick cooking and making sure that it's cooked right through, which is really important for chicken. So shall we just pop that in carefully? That's it. Oh yes, good sizzle there. Lovely. So that's what we want to hear. Beautiful, beautiful sound like that. So that's, just be careful. Sizzling away, and you do just have to be careful that you don't get spat at by the sauce. Not good for a white shirt either, is it? Excellent. So I can see that starting to turn white and the chicken sort of starting to cook through. Great to have a nice hot pan for that. Hannah, are you going to just add those beautiful vegetables? I'm loving the colour there. Looks like it, all sorts of colours in there, which is really great for nutrition. You're getting all the nutrients in there. So pop those vegetables in there. Wonderful. So it's fantastic to see such a great amount there. It really helps with the 5+ a day. So Sydney's just going to give that a good stir around and mix all those flavours. And Hannah, you're just adding a little bit of corn flour to that sauce. This helps it thicken up and become beautiful and glistening. So give that just a quick whisk around. Just that spoon will be fine. Yep. And then we're just going to add that sauce to the mixture there. We're just going to let that simmer away for a few minutes, and we'll come back and serve up this delicious recipe. So we've added the carrot just at the last minute there, those curls of carrot, and that looks beautiful and colourful. And we've got Hannah over here who is adding the cooked rice, and this is a really neat way to serve the rice up, almost like a restaurant. So you're just patting that in quite firmly into the cup, and then show us what you're about to do with that, because it's a really interesting way to serve this meal up. So you can tip it upside down, but as we all know with sandcastles, the easiest way is to turn it round and do it this way, and pat it a bit on the top. Well done, yeah, and look at that. Perfect. Great. So Sydney, you're just going to pop your vegetables around the edge, and I can just lift that up for you if you like, so it's nice and close. And that colour is so beautiful, absolutely amazing. And the chicken, I can see, is that sauce is really soaked in beautifully, and that flavour is going to be beautiful. Okay, shall we try it? Yep. You guys go first. A little bit of rice. It seems a shame to break up this beautiful looking dish, doesn't it? Right, but the flavours are going to be beautiful, right? Mmm. Oh, those flavours are gorgeous. What's your favourite bit, Sydney?
The chicken is cooked really well.
That's important, isn't it? How about you, Hannah?
Probably like the taste of the marinade.
Yeah.
Through it.
Yeah, that's the key thing, isn't it? Well, that is absolutely amazing. I think any family would absolutely love that. Thanks, guys.
All in, he said. I could sense them in the distance. The rattle of the ball, the snap of the cards, a whisper of romance, a laugh. Some were serious, some were excited. But it was an easy call.